Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Visiting Lecture today with Universiti Malaysia Perlis. Welcome to the Honorable Dr. Habee Bullah Affandy. As a Program Chairman, Senior Lecturer, Communication Department, Faculty of Business and Communication. And for the topic today is AI Skill for Tomorrow, New Media Professional. And for today's session is being streamed on the Universitas STEKOM YouTube channel. And for today event, we will start with class presentation delivered by Dr. Habee Bullah Affandy and continue with the Q&A session. In the next session, we have time for documentation unless time is closing. Okay, let's begin. We will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Habibullah Afandi. The time is yours. Thank you.
Yeah, testing. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sure.
Okay, is my slide moving?
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Novita, for a very good introduction. First, before we start, let me first introduce myself. My name is Dr. Habibullah Affandy from Universiti Malaysia Perlis, Malaysia. So I have been invited to give a talk regarding the communication field. Okay, so for today, my topic is AI skills for tomorrow's new media professionals. Okay, before going in depth into the actual topic, let me first give you a glimpse of what we are going to talk about today. So for my talk today, we'll be looking at the basic skills that are required for new media professionals. I believe that most of the audience are from the communication and media area or industry. So in this topic, we're going to look at what are the basic skills to ensure that every one of us can utilize AI technology to ensure it can help us in terms of our work productivity, to improve our processes, to make things easier using AI in the right way. Obviously, most of us are very familiar with AI, such as Gemini, ChatGPT, but without proper knowledge and proper skills, we might result in mismanaging ataupun misuse of AI that can create a lot of issues and problems. Okay, so in this topic, we're going to look at what are the essential toolbox for content creators, marketers, and journalists in the age of creative AI. Okay, so these are the things that we're going to look at today. All right, so in today's media landscape, there are a lot of changes that are happening, right? So first of all, as you can see here, it says here that media and communication are being reshaped by AI tools. A tool as simple as ChatGPT have made a lot of writings, especially in terms of journalists, to make things easier. Even now, people can write news, yes, by using AI, where before this, the workload can require about 5 to 6 hours to do, but with AI, it can be done within a few seconds, right? And also, in terms of new media professional, we have identified that there are several things that these media professionals should equip themselves with. The first is in terms of tech literacy, how to use the latest technology. They must also have creativity to ensure they can utilize all the tools. And finally, adaptability. So because when we talk about technology, it is something that is very, very fast in terms of its development, and in terms of new technologies. The rapid of this advancement is very fast. So it is important for all these media practitioners to ensure that they can keep up with the latest technology, right? And we must also understand that AI is not something that is intended to replace human beings, but however, AI is something that is used to enhance human creativity, right? It is a tool, not something that can replace us, right? Okay, the simplest analogy that we can use is that AI is considered as our assistant, not our replacement, but as considered as our assistant to help us in doing our work. That is how AI is supposed to do. What is the role of AI, right? Okay. Now, when we go deeper, especially in the context of new media, AI helps in a lot of things, but I can generalize it into four main things. The first one is content creation. Nowadays, things like speeches, news articles, video, audio, images, everything can be generated using AI. However, it is important for media practitioners to ensure that they know how to use it effectively. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you will have result that is not in line with the objective of your organization. And the second point, AI can help a lot in terms of data analysis and personalization, and of course, automation of routine tasks. Usually, when we talk about work processes that took hours, days, months, even years, with the usage of AI, it can shorten the period of time. So maybe to write a news article, it requires 6 to 7 hours to complete an article, but with the usage of AI, it can be done within few seconds or within an hour, right? And of course, enhancing audience engagement. With the use of AI, such as AI algorithm, we can identify what are demand from our audience. So it is better in helping the demand of our audience, right? So that is the basic context of new media, right? Okay, now with the introduction of AI, what happened is that we are living in an age of infinite content. Why do I say infinite content? Because everyone can create content, no matter if it's a video, if it's a written document. With the use of AI, anyone can be a content creator, right? However, because of this, what is the impact? So the future employers need people who can manage, refine, and strategically deploy AI-generated content, not just those who can make it. So this is what is important in the market today, because everyone can use AI, right? So now employees will need to filter who can use AI the best, who can effectively use AI, who can produce content or materials that is of high quality using AI. So that is how employees in the market today separate people who can just simply use AI or people who are skillful in using AI. So students nowadays and also the university not only have to ensure that our students are marketable, but at the same time, the syllabus itself must incorporate AI elements, especially to enhance the AI skills among the students, so that when going for job interviews, they can proudly say that they can utilize AI tools, right? Okay, now in new media, when we talk about AI, you have to understand that there are four main pillars. Okay, usually AI is used for creation, no matter it is in a written format, a document, or a video. AI can be used to create something in the media, right? And the second one is automation. AI can be used to automate certain processes, to make things automatic. You don't have to go one by one anymore. For example, you want to extract points from websites, you can simply just use AI to summarize instead of just reading everything, right? And of course, discovery. Discovery is where you use AI to give you points instead of just thinking, brainstorming. AI can help about uh, media practitioners, for example, producers, right? To get some ideas on what show to produce, it will take a long time. But with the usage of AI, you can simply prompt the AI to give you some suggestions. So this simple step can really help a lot in terms of generating ideas. Based on the points given by AI, the producers can come up with more details, more examples, more a proper planning, right? And of course, lastly, is in terms of analysis. AI can help media practitioners to do things like analyzing audience data, predicting consumption trends, optimizing all the services. So this help especially the media players, to produce content that is in demand from the data that you get that regards with your users or viewers or your audience. Okay, so all these four pillars, if the media practitioners can apply all these pillars, it ensures that AI can be maximized in that particular organization. Okay, now, so in terms of students of media students, there are several things that you must be able to do if you want to master AI. The first one is make sure you are able to use whatever AI tools that are available in the market. For example, ChatGPT, you know how to use. Gemini AI, you know how to use it. Midjourney, you know how to use it, right? And efficiency, make sure you are efficient in doing or using all these AI tools. However, in terms of creativity also, there need to be some sort of practice. The student must be creative enough to come up with ideas, to come up with concept before prompting the instructions in the AI tools. And of course, you must be able to use AI to get data from the audience. And finally, innovation. Students must be able to explore whatever new tools that we got with AI, because, for example, before this, we only have ChatGPT, right? But now we have a lot. You have DeepSeek, you have Gemini AI, you have a lot of things. So these new technologies must be kept up with, right? Otherwise, you will be left behind, right? So that is important. So this is the research that I have done that show that what are the skills that are most required by employers in terms of AI tools. The most important skill that, as you can see in the diagram that I have included, is that prompt engineering. Because when we talk about AI tools, everything is prompt based. Everything is using prompt. So it is important for you to be able to construct a detailed and effective prompt. Okay, the result of your prompt determine the quality of the materials. If you produce a not so detailed prompt, it will result in a not so good result, right? And the second one is critical review. This is very important because AI can produce anything, okay? But among all the anything that is produced, you must identify which is correct, which is valid, which is right, which is fake. So, because like today, when you look at the scenario in the media today, it is very simple to do a video, a deep fake video, using someone's face, but you produce video which is not exactly said by the person in that particular video. So you need to be able to criticize, to be able to review the content, whether this is fake or not. So that is the two most important things or two most important skills that media students and media practitioners should have. Other than that, you have AI ethics to know what is right and what is wrong. You have to know the content strategy, what type of content should you produce based on your audience. And finally, data analysis. How do you get data using AI to further improve the media that you want to produce? Okay, now, so I have listed down essential AI skills for new media professionals and some of the examples of softwares or tools that is related with these particular skills. For example, AI content creation. When I talk about content creation, is where you create something, whether it is a news, you can create video. So these are some of the tools that you can use, ChatGPT or Jasper, right? And for AI visual design, is where you create image, right? So these are some of the examples. You have Canva AI, you have Adobe Firefly, you have Midjourney. For video, you can produce video using these kind of tools, Runway ML, Descript, and Synthesia. And when you need for data analytics and analytics, especially that regards with data generated by AI, you can use Google Analytics and HotSuite AI. And of course, ethical AI use, you need to understand what are the rules and regulations when using AI. So these are 5 most important AI skills, and what are the examples of tools that you can use for these particular skills, right? Okay. Next is first, like I said just now, the first skill that you must master is the prompt, because when we talk about AI tools, everything is prompt based, right? So this is the new copywriting lah. Right now, the core idea of generating the right prompt is first you must be specific. Okay, the prompt will determine the quality of the output based on the input. If you input the right information, the output will be good. Okay, so first of all, you need to be very specific. The more specific your prompt is, the better. And then second one is define the persona and tone. For example, you want to write an articles or news articles, but designed for teenagers. So this will ensure that they produce something that is suitable for teenagers. You must define that so that the style of writing, the type of image produced is in line with the persona and tone that you intended. Okay, and lastly, provide context and constraint. Like the simple example, keep it under 100 words. So the AI will ensure that whatever it writes, it must be less than 100 words. So when you look at this, everything is well organized. So your prompt is well organized. Okay, now this is the example of a bad prompt and a good prompt. So when you look at the first example, the bad prompt, this is too general. So the result will be not as in-depth as you intended it to be. But when you look at the good prompt, you can see that there are a lot of details. For example, the first one, act as a futurist speaking at a TED Talk. So when you write this prompt, it ensures that the AI will produce a speech that is suitable for a TED Talk. It is not just a basic speech. Okay, and then write a provocative 2-minute speech. So you can see it here. It mentioned that the language used must be provocative and it must be within 2 minutes. Right, and these are the content that you want to ensure that the AI include in your speech. So when you look at this, everything is detailed. Right, so a good prompt should be detailed. Okay, now the next one is photo manipulation. Now this is a picture of myself that I use, right? So I want to create a new image based on this picture. So using the principle of this just now, it must be detailed. So in terms of the image that I want to produce, I need to tell the AI what is the style and atmosphere that I want to create. What do the AI need to do about the primal subject? What are the vehicle that I want to include in the picture? And what are the shades of colors and lighting that I want to use in the image generated by AI? When I have identified this, this is the prompt. So as you can see, for the first thing regarding style and atmosphere, these are the prompt that I want the AI to consider. For the subject, these are the prompt that I want the AI to consider. Okay, for the vehicle that I want to include in the image, these are the type of vehicle that I want to include in the final image. And in terms of shades and colors, these are the things that I want the AI to consider. So based on all this detail that I provided in the prompt, this is the result. Okay, now the good thing about AI is that from the first result, you can alter to another version, you can make adjustments. So for example, just now, currently I have this model car, but now I want to change to another model car. I just simply add a new prompt so that it edit the image into something like this. Now, from the first image generated from AI, I made some fine tuning and some adjustment to create a better output based on my needs. So as you can see, from a simple picture, I have created a new image using AI. takes less than 10 minutes. Okay, so when you go back to the current practice in the industry, for example, using Illustrator, using Photoshop for photo manipulation and photo editing, this can take weeks, it can even take months to do. But using AI, it can be done in less than 10 minutes. So these are the scenario that media players have to deal with today, right? So doing something like this is not wrong as long as you know how to do it right. You respect the copyrights rules and regulations, and you have the right skills in doing so, right? Okay, next. The next skill is AI-powered content strategy. How do you ensure that you can be the creative director better by using AI? Now, so when you talk about content planner, you need to come out with ideas. So without AI, it can take a long period of time, sometimes months, just to come out with ideas. So by using AI, it can reduce the time for that particular process. First, AI can be used as a tool to amplify the brainstorming process. Brainstorming is where you come up with a lot of ideas. So by using AI, you can create 50 topic ideas, 20 headline option, or 10 visual concept in minutes, where usually in manually, you need to produce all this, it might take months, it might take weeks to come out with ideas, right? And then content purposing. Feed a long-term link ID in summary, a podcast script outline, or in 3 Instagram stories captions. So usually, we want to summarize things. Usually we need to read and you need to write. But with AI, you just simply upload a document. Based on this document, produce something else. For example, a summary, a post. You upload a picture. So ask AI to write a caption for that particular picture. Done, simple. So it can be done in a very quick manner, right? Okay. So basically, when we talk about scaling, okay, AI handles the volume. No matter what, how many it is, AI can handle the volume. You just have to handle the vision and the brain voice. Meaning you determine which way to go. No matter how many it is, just give it to AI to process. You just determine what to do with the data, right? That is the benefit of AI. Okay, now this is an example. Okay, this is an example that I have used to come out with ideas to produce media products. Okay, I don't have ideas. So I asked AI to help me. Can you suggest some application that can be developed for photographers? I want to create some sort of application for photographers. So I don't have ideas to do that. But with the help of AI have given me some sort of suggestions. Okay, so what I need to do next is, based on these suggestions, I combine a few elements and come out with my own idea to come out with a better product based on suggestions from the AI tool. So that is how you use AI effectively to help you to get started. It is a kickstart, just something to give you the basic ideas. By the end of the day, you have to organize everything to come out with something better. That's why at the beginning of the speech, I told you guys that AI is not something that replaces you, but instead it is more or less like your assistant in helping you do your work, right? Okay, now getting back 10 hours a week, that, like I said just now, with the usage of AI, everything can be done faster, right? Especially when we talk about volumes of data, right?
Hi everyone.
Okay, now this is the
The foundational
example.
revolutions,
Okay,
like the rise.
okay. This is an example of how AI helps me. So I need to develop voiceovers based on script, right? So these are the script. Now I need someone to say it to be included in the video. Okay, to do the recording process, it will require such a very long time. Sometimes you need to reshoot, cut, do it again. Sometimes you misread the script, so you have to do it all over again. But with the usage of AI, I just simply give the AI tool the script and to come out with a voiceover. So this is the result.
Hi
Okay.
everyone. Welcome to Foundations of New
So these are
Media
some of the
Technologies.
example
I'm so excited to start
project.
this journey with you as we explore how new media technologies have reshaped our digital
Okay.
world.
This is done
So, what
simply
exactly are
not
new
less
media
than
technologies?
10 seconds.
Think of
It's
everything from
finished.
social media
But
apps like TikTok and influencers, like the rise of the internet.
if I want to create it manually using an actual person, it might take several weeks to complete it, right? Okay, so this is how AI helps in shortening the time and duration needed to produce something. Okay. Now, skills number 3 is about data analysis and personalization. All right. Nowadays, when we talk about media provider or content creator, you are generating content, right? So you need to identify the content is for who and what type of content that is suitable for the audience. Now, all this data can be taken using statistics generated by AI. This is where tools like Google Analytics comes into play. So you know what are the demand from the trend, from user, what are the things that user look at, the consumption of media by the users. So at the end of the day, everything is being monitored by AI. So this data can be used to further improve the content that you want to produce. A simple example is I like to give, for example, like Netflix, right? Netflix, when you look at Netflix recommendation, everything is based on algorithm. There are a lot of data. So this data can be managed by AI to ensure each and every users have different algorithm so that whatever suggestions are given to them based on their own consumption. Right? So this is how AI helps in terms of data analytics. And number 4, the skills that a media practitioner or media student should have is, like I said just now, is critical review and fact checking. Why I say this is important? Because at the end of the day, everyone, you have to remember, everyone have the ability to produce something, whether it is right or whether it is fake. So you should be the human editor to ensure that whatever that you see on the media, is it fake or is it something that is valid? So this is where you need to have critical review and fact checking, right? So these are the things that you should be able to do. The first one is the critical skills. Always be critical of whatever that you consume in the media. Is this the right one? Is it AI generated? Is it the real actual thing? And then review the tone and biasness. Do they have any certain of bias level in it? What are the tone? These are the things that you look at. And finally, the most important thing is source verification. Make sure who produced that particular media content. If it's from a certified organization, then it is most probably true, but it is just simply from some sort of public figure or some from the public or someone that is not verified, then it is doubtful whether it is right or valid, right? Okay, and skill number 5 is all about ethics and governance. It is important for you to understand what are the rules and regulations, especially when you talk about intellectual property, especially when you want to use images, video of other people. Does it infringe the intellectual property of others? Right? Especially if you're a media organization, you want to produce advertisements, but you are using AI generated celebrities, actual face, without permissions. So if you don't understand what are the rules and regulation that evolve around intellectual property, at the end of the day, it will have a negative effect toward your organization. And now you have to deal with deep fakes and misinformation. Like I said, all stems from where when we talk about everyone can create content. So deep fakes and misinformation is something that is abundance in the industry today. So it is very important that you have the ability to differentiate what is real and what is fake. And of course, transparency. Even though you are using AI, you must be transparent in telling the audience that this is AI generated. For example, when people produce videos, you will see some sort of text say AI generated image in the clause of the image. So this is one of the good practices to ensure that you are showing transparency in usage of AI tools, right? Okay, now, like I said from the very beginning, it is not about human versus machine, but it is a combination of both. So you need to have the hard skills in using the actual tools, but you must have the soft skills to ensure that you have the vision to use the tools effectively, right? Now, so these are some of the in-demand hard skills and essential human skills. In terms of usage of AI tools, these are the things that you need to have. Prompt engineering, data storytelling, basic code literacy, and work integration. While at the same time, to ensure your content have some sort of human touch, you must have empathy and audience insight. You must be able to produce the right storytelling. Right? You have complex problem solving, and you are able to collaborate and train people in your organization. So this is all about AI tools, but this is all depends on the human. If you only have this, but you don't have this, it will result in nothing. You need to have a combination of this to effectively use AI tools, right? Okay. Now, there are also some case study that I have identified in the media industry today. Most of this in the newsroom, the job is mostly done by AI, especially when you talk about documentation. Before this, you need 4 hours to do Excels, but now everything can be done in 15 minutes, right? So these are some of the differences between the past and today with the introduction of AI tools. Okay, now the question now here starts, where do you learn or how do you start learning AI skills? So I have a few suggestions based on some of the literatures that I have seen. The first one is the most important, experiment. Because the advancement of AI technology is very fast, you need to constantly be exposed to all of these AI tools. Try and use what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses of each tools, right? And of course, you need to always learn. Learn by taking online classes that regards with AI. And also join AI created communities. There are a lot of AI communities producing copywriting using AI. There are a lot of communities, so you can share and learn, right? And the fourth one is integrate AI in assignments and project, especially in terms of the university side. You need to embed these AI elements in your teaching and learning so that students are exposed to these AI tools. And lastly, of course, you need to always stay updated with the AI trends today, because everything is keep on changing, everything keep on advancing. To avoid yourself from being left behind, you need to be updated with the current AI trends, right? Now, to sum it all up, AI is not something that is considered a replacement for human, but actually it is a partnership, right? Human must be able to utilize AI effectively. I like this statement here. AI is powerful, but human imagination is irreplaceable. That's why everything is from your brain. You have the vision, you just use AI to execute your ideas and vision, right? Okay, so that's it for the topic for today. If there are any question, do let me know.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, Dr. Habee. And we have 3 questions from participant. For first question from live YouTube chat from Mr. Saiful Fuad. Well, the AI will be adopted as usual, a right tool available to address the daily problem we see today, and why? The question already read in the Zoom chat also.
Okay, can I know again what is the first question, Novita? Because I only have two here.
Oh, 3 questions. Wait, I will already re-chat again.
I only have question from Corey and Farid.
Oh, for
Oh, Safuad, okay.
yeah.
Okay, right. While the AI will be adopted as usual, are the right tools available to address the problem we see today? Why? Hold on, what's the... While the AI will be adopted as usual, are the right tools available to address the problem we see today? Okay. All right, so from the question from Saiful Fuad, like I said, AI is not something that can solve everything, right? Everything must be based on what the human side of things are. Okay, for example, let's say whatever problem that you have, is it mathematically or is it just generation of ideas? At the end of the day, the person that will be using the AI tools, he or she must decide which part AI can help. For example, if you are dealing with a lot of data entry, a lot of data that you need to process. Now, this is where AI can help you to shorten the time that you need to process all this data, right? So nowadays, if you are unable to utilize all these AI tools, what happens is that someone else who are able to process all this data, they can do the work a lot faster compared to yourself. At the end of the day, the benefit will not be given to you, right? Okay, I hope that answered the question. Okay, question number 2. May I ask how AI impacts collaboration between writers, designers, videographers, and other creative roles in new media teams? Okay, this is what I said just now. You need to be aware of what communities are out there. When we talk about writers, designers, videographers, and other creative roles, there is a community that discusses this. So you have to look at how AI can help this community in terms of designers. What are the things that AI can do to further improve their work? But at the same time, also discussion should happen among this community to ensure what should be done and what should not be done. What are the things that they have to be strict with in terms of rules and regulation, so that at the end of the day, people can still respect the work done by these media players, not simply relying on AI 100%. Okay, especially when we talk about organization, those who employ writers, designers, videographers, and other creative roles, all these big bosses, they must understand that AI are not something that replaces this occupation, but is something that this type of position should utilize to further help them, right? Now, in terms of collaboration, this is where this kind of occupation should work together, not working in silos, but instead they should work together to look at AI as something that can benefit themselves, right? Not something that can replace them, right? Okay, I hope that one answered the question. And the third question is from Corey. What mindset should future media professionals develop to stay adaptable in a rapidly evolving AI industry? Okay. So for Corey's question, I have two things that this media professional should have this kind of mindset. Number one, you should have this mindset that AI is not something that replaces, but is something that should be utilized. That is the first thing. Number two is to ensure that you have an open mind that AI is something that can help, right? So I can add another one. The third one is that no matter what it is, there must be some sort of respect be put on the work done by the human side of things. Okay, you must have this understanding that AI is not effective without inputs from human beings. Okay, this must be understood by especially people in the top management to ensure that they don't have this understanding that we don't need no more designers. We can simply use AI. No, at the end of the day, only designers can produce good media content because they have the knowledge. What are the right colors to use? What type of images what to use? What kind of sounds to be included in the video? These are being learned by these designers. They know how to generate the right prompt. But if you are to give the task to someone who is not from the field, he don't understand what type of colors you want to use in the posters. So at the end of the day, the result will not be the same. The result produced by designers will definitely be better compared to those results produced by those who are not designers. Even though at the end of the day, it would take less than 5 minutes to produce a poster. But the result, the quality will definitely be different. Right? So I hope all that answered the questions. Okay. Right. I think that's it. Novita, any more question?
Okay, thank you. I guess no one else asking again, sure. Okay, before I close this event, for all participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three for documentation. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for your keen cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of visiting lecture today. We would like to thank you for Dr. Habee for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we have more collaboration in the future with Universiti Malaysia Perlis. The visiting lecture for today and here with this you. So thank